And as we come on the air, we are learning that the number of people getting vaccinated is now dropping. The vaccination rate stopped climbing, we now know, April 13th, and that is when the Johnson & Johnson vaccine was paused. And researchers took a closer look at that rare blood clotting disorder that, of course, was reported in 6 women. On Friday, that pause was lifted. The J&J shot will again be used. This time it will come with that warning about a clotting risk. Joining me right now to talk about all the latest developments, Dr. Lance Becker, the chair of the Emergency Department of Medicine at Northwell Health. Thanks so much for joining us.
Hey, it's a pleasure to be here. Thanks for having me.
All right, do remember we want everybody at home to be part of this conversation. So if you have a question, now is the time to submit it on our social media page. So let's talk about, what is, I guess we can call the unpause of Johnson & Johnson. And obviously we know right now in the U.S., this is the only single shot vaccine.
It is, and it's so important for people to know that this side effect is so rare compared to the risk of getting an infection that this is a very safe vaccine. This is a very safe vaccine, and people should feel confident that the FDA and all the agencies, they did just the right thing. When they found out that there might be a problem, they put a pause on, and they took a moment, they took a deep breath, they looked at data, they found that it was so rare that it couldn't possibly be a reason to pull a life-saving vaccine off. And so, this is like literally more than a 1 in a million kind of thing. And lots of vaccines have those problems.
We got this new poll out this morning. It was from ABC News and the Washington Post, and they found that fewer than half of Americans see that Johnson & Johnson vaccine as safe, and barely more than a fifth of those not yet vaccinated say they wouldn't be willing to take it. 73% said that they don't want it. They don't want the J&J shot. So do you think that's concerning, that the pause to check into something that is so rare has really caused a specific hesitancy?
Well, I think it's natural that people are concerned. I'm concerned. Everyone's concerned. But I think that the science is what has to guide us, and a little bit the numbers, okay? And if you think about what is the chance, if we back up just a little bit, like our choice right now is a really good choice. We either choose the vaccine or we choose the infection. So who are you going to go with, the vaccine or the infection? That's our choice right now where we are. And when you look at all the numbers, like, you want to pick the vaccine. And those numbers are really clear. If you look at what this virus has done to America, it has killed about 2% of the people who were infected with it. Those are the big numbers across the country. About 32 million people got the virus, and we're approaching almost 600,000 deaths. Yeah, any way you look at it, high school math, that's 2%. So what that means is, just for the people who are worried about the vaccine, what that means is that if you took a group of 1 million people, Elizabeth, 20,000 of those people would die from the infection. So if we had a group, that'd be 20,000 deaths. And here you've got a vaccine that is not really associated with death. It's associated with a side effect. It's 1 in a million. And even the school children know the difference between 20,000 and 1, okay? And so, and like, if somebody doesn't know that difference, come and play poker with me. You know what I mean? Like, I would love that. Like, that's the kind of person I need to play poker with to win. But look at the science, look at the statistics. People should be very comfortable with this vaccine.